Alan, remember when I had the Superman shirt on and I tried out fishing?
Oh yeah, it didn't work.
Well, look at this.
You gotta be kidding me. A fun fishing, plus you got it on backwards.
Right, yeah, fish on!
Fishing is fun, but catching fish is funner.
Oh, fish tried to attack me.
Winter, spring, to summer. From the Sacramento River to the San Francisco Bay, we're gonna show you how to catch some fish today. Salmon, bass, or trout, halibut's what it's all about. Stripers on the Delta, Alan and Warren will help ya.
Stand like a man, now quit standing like a woman. Hey! Oh no! You need help! I got him! Here, give me your... It slipped! It slipped!
Whoa!
You gotta be kidding me.
Fish on!
Fishing is fun, but hooking is the only way. We're gonna show you how to catch some fish today.
Welcome to Fun Fishing. I'm Warren Trumbley.
I'm Alan Fong, and we're up here at Clear Lake, pre-spawn season, and we're going to show you guys how to catch some bass.
And what are we going to be using, Alan?
We'll first start off covering a lot of water. We'll be ripping and then throwing some swim bait.
Now, would we be ripping our pants or what?
You might be. I'm going to be ripping some fish.
Okay, so when we're ripping, what are we using for baits?
I'm using a Lucky Craft. It's
Okay.
actually a 128, and it's actually a what they call rip bait.
Okay,
Just minnow imitation.
all right. And we'll start with that, and then what else?
Then we'll go to the swim baits, and then we'll even go to pitching. Plastics.
Pitching plastics?
Yep.
All right, so ripping and pitching.
Yep.
Woohoo! All right, let's go fishing. Got a bit? Got one?
Yeah.
All right. Oh.
The first one of the day.
Yeah, Clear Lake bass. All right.
Nice little bass.
What are you using here, Alan?
Swimming senko.
Swimming senko, huh?
Yep.
All right.
Well, we know there's fish here.
You're on Carolina?
No, just Texas rig.
Texas rig? Okay.
Got one. I just missed one too. Yeah. Yeah. Fish on, another one. And my swim baits. Nice fish. Another swim bait fish. But this typical right now that they're sitting on all these wind-blown flats. And I think we could go way out there another 50, 60 yards and still get them. We'll try it right here for a minute and then we'll move back out.
Okay. Yeah, I caught a
Got one?
weed.
See, the bottom's full of that stuff. That's what they hide under.
Uh-huh.
There's just mangles of them and they hide underneath there.
They're fun to catch, but they're hard to fillet. Well, and you did give me your hot bait. It's kind of like a root beer, isn't it?
Yeah. Looks like the Hitch that are in here.
Looks like the Hitch.
Yep.
All right.
It's kind of bait fish they feed on. They're up here eating all them. There's a minnow, it's called a Hitch.
The Hitch.
I got another one, Warren.
Well, I got a snag.
I got a bass.
Yeah.
You know what these fish are doing there? We're out on a big flat here,
Uh-huh.
And we're only in 4.5 feet of water, and they're just what you call staging. So they'll be up in these bushes probably in another week or two when the water warms up. But right now they're sitting on these big flats out here. You know, you might be 100 yards out and it might only be 4 feet deep. They're just sitting there waiting. So you want to just fan cast right out in these flats.
Okay.
It's all 4 feet of water.
Well, I'm going
You'll
to cast
feel-
out there.
Huh?
I'm going to cast out in that same direction. I haven't gotten a bite yet.
Another one.
Oh,
See, these suckers are sitting right on this flat area. It's 4 feet deep right here. They're just sitting there waiting to move up.
mm-hmm.
This is a nicer one this time.
That's a big fish.
Nice fish.
Yeah.
That one.
Wow. Yeah.
You better get on the ball, Warren. But it's a perfect scenario where these fish are just staging, sitting out in this flat. They ought to hit that rip bait too.
Okay. Well, I tried the rip bait. I'm going to try it one more time. Yeah, I'm going to try it one more time while we go to commercial break. And
Okay.
if we don't catch it by the time we come back from the commercial in 2 minutes, I'm going to have a fish trap tied on and see what I can do to catch a fish.
Yeah, they're just all sitting out in these flats out here.
Alan's only 5-0 ahead of me, so I can still catch up.
How many?
5-0.
Oh, you better count a little higher than that. I'm gonna have to get one of them soccer meters for you.
Oh! Well, when we're in commercial, I changed. I put a fish trap on. Look at that. Oh, oop. Oh, whoop, there went the rod. Yep.
Look at that little football. Nice fish.
Oh, here. I kissed him on the lips, too. Oh, that is
about 6.5.
6.5. Wow.
Maybe a little more. How fat he is. Look at the gut.
Yeah, look at that.
See that? Look at that.
See what I did? I know how Alan is sometimes, so I brought a scale. Oh, how about 10-10? 10-8? Huh?
Way.
Look at that.
There's no way. That scale is different.
You see that?
No way.
You see that? He tried to tell me I had an 8-pound fish.
6.
6? Yeah, right.
That fish,
Uh-huh.
that fish is no 10. Something wrong with the scale.
Well, back in the water. And away he goes. Now this is fun fishing. You heard that plunk.
Caught him on my lure.
Uh-oh. Of course, the tear weight says 4 pounds. And I caught that one right next to the boat, Alan. I cast out and got it right up to the boat.
Yeah, we're a little bit further out this time, but it's still only 5 feet deep.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a bunch of like dead weeds out here.
Yeah.
And where you find where there's a clump of them, that's where they sit. And they'll come back out and just ambush something when it's swimming by. But this is typical this time of year. These are actually what they call pre-stage.
Mm-hmm.
So they're actually getting ready, pre-spawn fish, getting ready to move up in the shallow water and spawn. But they'll sit out here on these edges. And over here at Clear Lake, the edges, usually the ideal depth is around 5 to 7 feet.
Okay.
And so we just came out, looked for that little drop off into, right around 4.5, 5, 6, 7 feet.
Mm-hmm.
And we're just fishing parallel. And
Yeah.
a group will come up and you might get 5 or 6 in one spot and move on and then wait and come back and get another 4 or 5.
Mm-hmm.
Just real slow. You want to touch the bottom once in a while when you're reeling.
Yeah.
We're using 3/8 ounce heads on these fish traps.
Mm-hmm.
These are actually swim baits, and 3/8 ounce is about right for this kind of depth of water.
Yeah.
On
What
15-pound tail.
did you notice though that? So you've caught 6 fish, I think, so far. And my one fish, it took me longer to get in and to get it off. It did all 6 of yours.
Yeah, like I said, he's one lucky guy because he don't know how to fish. You should be able to feel the bottom once in a while. Can you feel it ticking once in a while? If you're not, then you got to slow down. Another one.
Get another one, Alan?
Yeah.
I think it has to do with the pink line.
I think it has to do with the quality of the fisherman.
Oh, man.
Oh, look at them follow him. Throw your lure there. Throw your lure. Now swim it, jig it, jig it. He's gonna eat it. He's gonna eat it. Move it, jig it. Oh, big one too. Oh man, he came right up there with
saw him.
He went after your lure. Oh man, I got a nice one. That's a nice hit.
Yeah.
Man, that one came up right with him. He went after your lure. Should have kept
Yeah, then he saw who was pulling it and went away. Oh, man.
Yeah, he did.
Oh.
A nice one, too. That one was about 8 pounds.
Oh. It makes me feel really bad. You know, the one that I could never catch or got away, it's always bigger than the one you catch, isn't it?
But I saw him.
Oh, okay.
He was about 8 pounds. He went, and then when you drop your lure down there, he went after it.
I know, but he didn't go after
nice.
Woo!
Nice fish.
All right.
Oh, he knocked your lure off. You're out of luck now.
I'll go after the lure. Oh. Here we go. I hold on to my rod now.
Nice fish. Look how fat they are. See the bellies on them things?
Yeah. I don't think
Pre-spawn bass. That bass, look at the tail's clean.
Mm-hmm.
Not even near ready to spawn. See look at the gut on that thing.
Yeah. Hello down there. Oh, he's got a big mouth, doesn't he?
Yeah, someone else I know.
You can't say that on television.
Oh yeah? I just did. Look at the gut.
Okay. There we go.
Nice fish.
Got him. Yeah. Away he goes. Okay, Alan.
Yep.
You're doing me in.
Not hard.
Oh, nice guy. Let's talk a little bit about the tackle.
Yeah, when those fish are out there on those flats like that, swim baits are probably the most effective.
Okay.
So we were using the fish traps like this with 3/8 ounce head, up to half when the wind started blowing. Boat was in like 4 to 5 feet of water.
Okay.
And those little subtle breaks is where they sit.
Well, it seems like the whole lake is 4 to 5 feet of water.
Basically, but you go in till you see where it comes up. From 6 or 7 to around 5, and that's the little 2-foot ledge will hold them.
And on the reels, just bait casting reel?
Yeah, bait casting. You know, we're using 7-foot medium heavy rods that are fast tapered, so you have a lot of backbone.
Yeah.
And you should be using 15-pound test fluorocarbon.
That's all there is to it then? Okay.
All we're doing is just covering a lot of ground with these things because those fish are out in the middle of nowhere.
Now that was a fish trap. Now you pulled out your secret weapon.
Then I started throwing the worm and started catching a lot on this too. But I was actually targeting my spots. You know, I could see the tules broken off under there, the roots, and then I would pitch this senko in there. It's actually a swimming senko with a 1/4 ounce weight pegged.
That's just a
Texas style
worm hook.
5/0 worm hook with a 1/4 ounce slip weight.
Okay, so that's
pretty easy.
That's it with the tackle. Okay.
Yep. Same kind of rod for this one, you know. 15-pound test fluorocarbon, fast tapered stiff rod.
Okay.
Pretty basic. And they'll move right on up on these points. These fish, what they do is they stage, and they'll come up right up on these edges, and they'll hang out here in like 5 feet of water.
And we're fishing fish traps.
Yeah, it's a swim bait.
Swim bait.
So basically, we're out there just swimming it. Those fish will move up, you swim it right on the edge, and they just suck it in. So when we come across this corner, and I decide to pick up a worm. Fish on.
Oh. Oh my gosh.
Camp across the side here. And just worked the thing over with our swim baits and then picked the worm up. Dragged it.
Oh, look at that.
Got one.
That's a nice fish. Wow.
Nice bass.
Nice bass.
Look how fat these guys are. These fish are just
Yeah.
Look at the belly on it.
Mm-hmm. I think I got a fish.
Set the hook. It's still moving. Hard, man. Hard.
Guess not.
Same thing. Working the worm right along the weed flat here.
Okay. Oh,
Fish on.
you set that hook hard, don't you?
Huh? You gotta set it hard.
Well, that was a 10-pound fish, but you jerked 8 pounds off of it. Wow.
You gotta hit them hard.
Huh.
I hit every fish just like it was 10 pounds.
Mm-hmm. Wow. Okay.
You gotta lay into them.
All right. Well, Alan, earlier we talked a little bit about the tackle, but what about the technique? Because you're doing something different than I am to catch fish, apparently. No.
You don't know when you get bit.
Is that what it is? No.
On a fish trap, you just throw it out and just slow retrieve it. And when you feel the weeds, you have to speed up just a hair. Just click it once in a while, and just cover the area. And I want to be in that water where that break line is right around 4 to 5 feet.
And so we're looking for a break line under the water. Now,
Out here, everything, like you said, is flat. So when it goes from 4 to 6, that's 2 feet. That's plenty enough for them to sit on.
Okay.
So those are the little ledges that I'm looking for.
Okay. All right. And so that's what we do with this. Now with the senko.
Senko is a little different. I'm targeting the underwater bushes or little patches of weed clumps down on the bottom. So I'd pitch it out and I let it go to the bottom and I can still get in the weeds. And then I just leave it there and then lift it up and kind of just move it along. I don't shake it or nothing. I just drag it around the bottom inside those weed patches and I feel them pick it up because they're sitting in those little weeds.
Okay.
They're in that transition from coming to the bank. Most of them are off, 20, 30, or 100 yards off the bank. So they're not quite ready yet. So we're catching fish that are still out on like secondary points and out there on this break line.
Okay. So with the fish trap, we can be out pretty much anywhere or casting in toward the bank, basically for a flat. But with that, we're looking toward a shoreline or a point.
Or brushes, weeds I see on the meter that are out. After I go by a lot of them, I'll turn around and cast over them.
Okay. Well, Alan?
Yeah, Warren. It was a pretty good day for me.
Yeah, I caught 2 fish.
Except it didn't work out quite like I thought. I thought we'd rip a lot more. But we ended up catching mostly all of them on swim baits and swim senkos.
And the swim senkos were...
The swim baits caught all the fish.
Yeah, and it was a lot of fun. At least I caught a 10-pounder.
Shoot, it was 6 pounds.
Had a tear weight on there of 4 pounds. So, but it made me feel real good.
But I told you.
Well, you had one that was probably that close.
But we pulled up on that one shelf right there, and those fish are in that pre-spawn mode, so they sit out in those secondary humps. And we caught quite a few off that one side.
So we're at Clear Lake, and there's a front coming in. So it was sunny in the morning, and it's clouded up this afternoon.
There's a front. They can feel it. They can feel the pressure. But it's a pretty good day anyway. We would have had a decent limit if we were fishing a tournament anyway.
Yeah. And we had a good time.
I did.
Yeah.
Anytime the bite's a little tough, I could smoke him.
And he did do that. Come back and join us next week on Fun Fishing.
Fun fishing!
Fishing is fun, but catching fish is funner. Whether it's autumn, winter, spring, or summer. From the Sacramento River to the San Francisco Bay, we're gonna show you how to catch some fish today. Salmon, bass, or trout, halibut's what it's all about. Stripers on the delta, Alan and Warren will help ya.
Our camera guy was out fishing the other day and he fell out of the boat. He couldn't get back in. The best way to do it is swim back to the back of the boat.
Okay.
Put your feet on there. That trim button right here.
Right here.
Trim it up. There you go. Climb in. That's how you get back in the boat if you ever had to. Now, if he could do it, anybody could do it. Use your motor, trim it back up, and you just climb right in.
Alan! Alan, wait for me! Hey! Hey!
Fishing is fun, but hooking is the only way. We're gonna show you how to catch some fish today.